Hello, kids. It's me, Bugsy. And you know what? It's a new year, and the Fan Brat Basher is back in town. Gotta go. You fan brats gotta clean yourselves up because I really don't give a fuck. It's time to. It's time to say that I'm back again because the Basher's back in town. You know what? And you know what? It's time to talk about the one thing in the Sonic fandom that I can't stand. All this hatred towards Sally, which a lot of you don't even know Sally because you guys were born both after Sally. Sally's not even an entity. I hate how people say like Sally is shoved down everybody's throats. No, she isn't. You guys actively looked for her. That's why. We will never let her go because she's a part of Sonic's history, whether you all like it or not. Okay? Okay. And now I'm gonna look at furry girl profiles. And yes, I'm subscribed to Playfair. Fuck you all. Well, not really fuck you all. I'm just, sort of a furry anyway, so it doesn't really fucking matter to me. But I'll say this. I like the aesthetic of. I love the aesthetic of anthropomorphic animals. I think it's very interesting. Hell, Bugsy the Toon is a dog. One of my favorite animals. He would have been a cat, but I was like, He's so difficult to draw as a cat. Giving him the old goofy aesthetic is better. But I'm not here to talk about Bugsy the Toon. I think I did a backstory on him last year. You guys should watch that. But let us get to the point. The point of this video. Now, my boy. Now, for those of you that don't know, check out my check out check out check out Playfair Cinema because he's awesome. Maybe like, oh, this man's a pervert. And he man, who cares if someone likes an anthropomorphic animal? It's 2016, folks. Fucking grow up. Everybody got weird ass fetishes they'd rather keep to themselves. Unlike Richard Kuda. I'm sorry. But I needed to give him just a little bit of, I know he's trying to move past it, man. I know he's trying to move past what he was. But we're never gonna move. He's never gonna move past that. We're all gonna remember that because he aired it out in the open. Yeah, you guys know that I'm a little bit of a furry, but that's all I'm actually willing to share with you. About it. About it. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much about it. That's all you really need to know. Because what I find very sexy and pleasurable is my fucking business. Not yours, not your mama's, not anybody's. Like a lot of people, I'm very discreet about what I do. Just thought I'd say that. But we're gonna talk about Sally. Hey, wait a minute. Is that a little? Wait a minute. Is that a little con? Is that a little concept art of Johnny Lightfoot? I didn't notice that before. Oh shit! Johnny was gonna be in SatAM. Now I got it. Now I got to put him in the rebuild. I got to. I really fucking got to. Hmm.
By the next episode, she would officially be changed to the appearance still used for the rest of the series, and this in the comics. Along with the brown furry color, her hair also becomes red and her hair grows longer. Later, she would adopt the Vesperwear appearance, which doesn't come into play in the TV show until season 2. In a later issue of the comics, it's unveiled that Sally was naturally orange with blonde hair, until a mention where she fell off a walkway and landed in chemicals. She would spend weeks washing and talking from her fur, that would change her from pink to finally brown. Sally would carry the single best of her main attire for 2 decades up until
And
2013.
you're probably wondering, why are we looking at this? Because people, there are still ignorant ass Sonic fans in the world, and I am sick of it. I understand you hate Sally. That's all up to you. But you guys gotta understand one fucking thing. Most of the shit you all try to fling on Sally is just ungrounded shit because you guys grew up with Amy. And I feel like you all gravitate towards Amy because she embodies something that you all have. You're fans of Sonic. Some of you actually want to get with Sonic. And to see someone move in on your man, you're just like, oh fuck, I want to kill that bitch. Some of you. Some of you are like that. Not all of you, because I met some cool people.
Anime was given a new attire. Sally Alicia Acorn was born to her
I met
father
some
two
cool people
Maximilian
that are
Acorn.
Sonic fans, and they don't push the fact that they love Amy and Sonic together as a bad thing. As they don't push the fact that they like Amy and Sonic to an eighth degree. But I'm talking about those crazy motherfuckers. Those crazy motherfuckers that will never listen to reason. Those crazy motherfuckers that will sit there and say Sally's a whore slut every bad every bad every word in the book just to deface her. And yes, I am taking this a bit seriously. I'm Bugsy motherfucking Kuro. Deal with it. Or or leave, either way.
But Queen Alicia Acorn used to receive her middle name. It seemed the king let his guard down. Little did he know he had two major villains working under him, Nagas and Robotnik himself. While Nagas was exploring the special zone,
Can I just say how
Robotnik was
much I love the old school Robotnik design? I don't think I've said that enough. I love it. But I kind of love the fact that Robotnik's Eggman voice is just going to be a kind of a when I work on it, it's going to be kind of a fusion of Eggman's regular voice with the same kind of villainous villainous treachery of Robotnik. Because unlike the Sonic X comics, which are a totally different continuity, you know, where Eggman's a goofy motherfucker. No, no, being Eggman will only make him even more, even make it. This will make him even more evil. Because yeah, this Eggman, we are gonna have an in-game adaptation, but we're gonna change it up a bit.
known as the Void. Robotnik betrayed him and tracked him aside and began his plans for world domination.
Oh God, I love. Oh God, I love this. I love Blasted from the Past. You guys don't understand how much I love Sat AM and how much I really wish it was represented in the games a lot more. Because yeah, I'll agree with one thing that Richard could have said. Sega is on a gold mine. There is a lot of Sat. I was. I'll say this. There's a lot of Sat AM fans in the world, kids. There's a lot of Sat AM fans in the world today. And a lot of them are new Sat AM fans. Yeah, kind of weird, isn't it? Because since it's on Stars Kids, and a lot of kids watch Stars Kids, and Sonic Sat AM was on Stars Kids, Oh my god. So we have a whole new generation of Sonic Fandom fans. And it kind of makes me want to cry a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. It makes me actually want to squirt a few because, you know, our fandom, that part of the fandom has always been largely ignored. And I've said this before, but I'm like, I'm really crossing my fingers, praying that Sonic Project 2017, Sonic Project 2017 is what I think it is, and I hope that it is what I think it is. Sure, it's not gonna have all the characters because some of them are owned by Ken. I'm not gonna get mad because you all know how I feel about it, and I'm not gonna get angry about it. But I will say this: I just if we can't have any other characters, and they only say they're gonna introduce one character. They never said it was a hedgehog. They never said it was a hedgehog. So it makes me believe for one split second, one split solitary second, that possibly be it could possibly be Sally. And like, I don't know. I don't know what's making me think this. Maybe it's just because of my nostalgia for friggin' SatAM that's making me think this. Maybe it's just because the way everything looks reminds me of that more than it does Sonic 06 or Sonic Unleashed. Because boy, when I saw that, when I saw everything on fire, if you guys are Archie Sonic fans of the old continuity, and that whole thing looks familiar to you, what does it look like? What does it look like more than anything else, even though it looks like a burnt seascape? What kind of memories does it trigger for you? And if you said Soliana, I guess you wouldn't be too off. And if you said Mobile Metropolis, well, you're pretty much thinking like I am. Even though we know it's probably not going to happen, but I just want to hope that it is.
Around the time King F1 is captured and sent to the void by Robotnik, Rosie the nanny awakes Sally from her sleep and takes her away to the safety of Knothole. It is there Rosie will continue to keep Sally and her friends safe, along with the help of her cousin and Sally's mentor, Layla. It's Layla who taught Sally how to be a good leader, and who will teach her martial arts. Years down the road, Layla will pass away from old age. In her death, she will leave Sally to her two most famous items, her signature blue vest
Mm-hmm.
and her portable computer, Nicole. Sally will go on to form and become the leader of the Knothole Free.
And oh yeah, I'm bringing this baby back too. Because Rotor's not going to be the only one who made it. It's going to be Bugsy the Hedgehog. This is going to be one of those things because it's one of those things I've always kind of thought of. I feel like Bugsy the Hedgehog would find some way to make his own like little, or probably they'll have separate cars because I feel like Bugsy the Hedgehog would be like, Rotor made that. Let's see what I can do, and boom.
Fighters. With the help of Sonic and the others, they were born to
But sorry
fight
guys,
and
I'm
defeat
gushing.
the
I'm
Knothole
gushing in
in
this
battle to
video.
survive.
Isn't about me
Later,
gushing
Sonic
like a
will
little
defeat the Knothole
fanboy.
Free with speed.
It's not. So
While a
let's
woman has to
keep
cover
going.
her breasts before she leaves the house. The same sexism can be said for cartoons. For decades, people it's just a hit of Bruce.
Oh, oh God. Robotnik and the Deadly Pingish. Robotnik Potter and the Deadly Pingus. Okay, here we go.
I mean, it would be nice to actually look up Sally for once and actually be able to find something positive. But this is not the case. Now, from my understanding, there's two main types of Sally haters. Ones that didn't enjoy the old works of Sega of America, and Amy Rosebrats brought up on Sonic X that wanted to turn everything Sally related into a fight. The problem with romance sometimes is people will start up shipping wars, and I hate shipping wars because it's an excuse for retards to go full retard. Now, don't let that
Yes. Okay, let me skip that before.
understand. I I'm old
for
school.
YouTube
I
copyrights me
love my Sonic
to
and
my
Sally,
grave.
but I also like Amy too. And she's usually the first person I think of when I play a game that features her. With that being said, I feel bad for Amy and her well-behaved fans. Because there's a bigger majority within the group that's making Amy and them look I'm talking about. Amy Brats written all over it. And I'm
The
guessing they're
Sally
saying at
Hater
the bottom
Club
of the post.
actually still exists to this very day. I'm not kidding. We'll go to DA right now. Look it up. It is still there and it pisses me off. And I just want to go in there and be like, you fucking love a head talk that is a borderline stalker. Never gets no for an answer. Sonic basically says no at every given turn. He only cares about her as a friend. But you guys, no, it's love, it's love, it's love. I understand that you guys think Amy is the shit. I will admit that Amy has some good qualities, and I ain't hating you for it. But you're just you wanted to face Sally because why? Because, and we're gonna get to this list in a minute. And trust me, it is total
Okay,
bullshit.
Sally is not the most popular thing ever, but I don't think she did anything to deserve this level of heat.
Sakura did though.
There is also an Amy fan, but a really ignorant and biased one, who went on a 20-point hate spree about Sally, and you can tell he didn't have a damn clue about what he was talking about. He got such a lashing for being stupid he had to disable the comments. But that's okay though. This is why I make these videos. So I'm gonna answer back truthfully with 20 hateful things said about Sally. They have it from him and other places around the world.
And yeah,
They are not
Yoshi We Won, I'm glad you're gone, you stupid bastard. Because I hate people like you. I really do. It's not that you hate Sally. It's more the fact that you'll make stupid reasons why. Just say you don't like her. That's all you need to say. Don't add all these bullshit reasons. And none of you other Sonic fans should add these bullshit reasons. Some of you are just mad because Sally came first. You know, and like in the little, because back when Sega had their own little theme park, look it up. You know who had a song? And even though it was made by puppets, it was Sally. And she sang the most fucking beautiful. They made a beautiful song with Sally, and I really love it because it's a Sonic fans kind of anthem. It's kind of a what if Sally ever came back, would we get them together? Would Sonic finally be together with Sally? Now with everything that's happening, even though if we get Sally in the games, they're not going to be lovers. They're not, and it hurts. But I'd rather have her in than having her. I'd rather have her in right now, and then they can mull that over.
in your order. So let's just count down from 20. Number 20. Sonic and Sally can't have kids because they are not the same species.
Ooh, drawbreak. Can I fill this one? Can I fill this one? It shouldn't even matter because they're anthropomorphic animals and their biology and our physiology, our biology of other animals does not really fit the criteria of if mixed species can actually do it. A lot of people say this, and it's so goddamn stupid. Because honestly, it's pretty much known in Mobius that other characters that are different species can get together and, fuck. Sally's dad was a fucking squirrel, and Sally's mom was a freaking chipmunk. Yes. They fucked. And they made that. Any questions?
Oh, so what you're saying is, in the Sonic universe, a hedgehog and a squirrel can't have children, but it's perfectly fine for an angina and a bat to have children. Or a fox and a plant can have children. As long as it's not a...
I want to sing right now, but guys, I gotta be real quiet because stuff is going on in the background. I gotta be quiet. So, but just think of when a man loves a woman, but it's when a fox loves a plant. Trust me, I'll do a cover on that pretty soon.
a hedgehog because that's just blasphemy, right? Or maybe you are trying trying to apply logic to places that never made any fucking sense in the first place. The main hero is a blue talking hedgehog that wears red sneakers and runs 200 plus miles an hour. He collects chaos emeralds to stop a madman from taking over the world. Can you please tell me where the fuck is the
It
logic in
eats
that?
chili dogs,
I
man.
mean,
Eats
it's
chili
totally touchy
dogs.
because it was never meant to be realistic in the first place. Therefore, a hedgehog and a squirrel can have a child as long as the writer wants them to. Number 19. She's naked.
Ooh, let me fill this one also. Let me fill this one also, Drawbreaker. I need to air out my grievance. That's basically the fault. And not really the fault. Most male characters of the Sonic franchise are goddamn naked. You don't complain about them. We don't see Sonic's dick flopping around. We don't see Tails' balls hanging out as much as some people actually want that. We don't see anything of the sort. But you assholes constantly say, "Oh, we don't like Sally because she's naked." I'm like, you understand? Like, really, she's kind of not naked because she's wearing a vest. And yeah, and really, you don't even see any nipples, you know, any any poussoirs. You know what I mean? You don't see any of that. And even if you did, it's totally covered up by the fur, so you can't really see much of anything. You guys don't like. I love. I kind of hate that. I mean, I really loathe that you guys, and I say loathe, not love, loathe, how you guys would just cling on to the littlest of things just to try and hate her. It's like, why? What has she ever done to any of you to give you that hate? And I know why. It's because she was with Sonic first, and it pisses you the fuck off. It burns. It burns inside the. Amy will never get Sonic, but Sally did. And even though it was in the comics and in the cartoons, and Amy's basically in all Sonic media nowadays, you guys still get mad and pissy. Us Sonic fans are are even neutered now because of the mandates. Everything we wanted Sally and Sonic to be again can never be because of these mandates. But same thing goes with you guys. You guys can't have Sonic and Amy together in the comics either. So for all you irrational Sonic and Amy fans, ha 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 ha. Ha. How's it feel? How's it feel? You're just like us.
She said, it tastes like sexism. It's just a hint of bullshit.
It tastes like so much bullshit actually. So much bullshit.
The answer is kind of simple, Gadget. Boys are allowed to get away with things girls can't when it comes to the human body. For example, a guy gets to walk outside topless, while a woman has to cover her breasts before she leaves the house. The same sexism can be said for cartoons. For decades, people have always looked past the ass-sneaking male character, but when a female character does it, everybody freaks out. The issue here is, Sally is an animal.
And I'll say one thing about Kill la Kill because it was actually saying something. That we shouldn't freak out about nudity. Nudity is a natural thing because we are humans, and nudity is something that comes with being human. And I don't know why you all freak out about this, but really, like I said, you don't see anything. You don't see anything defined. Okay, maybe in the other comics it was kind of, but I'm not talking about those. Okay.
Not inhuman. On top of the fact she's already covered up by her fur. If I don't see no nipples or a vagina, I don't see a reason why I should give a damn. And oh look, Sonic's naked, along with Tails, Knuckles, and a couple of other characters, but nobody's got nothing to say about them, huh? Anyway, it's old news now. Sally got a redesign and finally got some clothes, just like you wanted. So shut the hell up about it already.
And I'm like, ha 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 ha, because it's like it was the one thing that you guys always had, like it was the one fake little argument you guys had. And I say fake because I took logic and rhetoric in high school, kids, and your argument is flimsy at best. I don't care if Doodle Tones or any fucking commentator wants to go after me because personally, I'm sick of these Sonamy fans. I am sick of them. I'm sick of the more illogical ones. And I know that doesn't make up all the fandom, but I hate those. I hate them so much. Like, honestly, it's okay if you don't like Sally, but don't make bullshit reasons. Why just say what you know why you really hate her because it's always that. It's always that. It's always that Sally was first, and Amy will never be a couple with Sonic ever. And the only way Sega America or Sega Japan will do that, only to pander to you guys. And on that day, I'm not even gonna get mad. I'm just gonna be like, fuck it, I don't even care. Because I got like a whole bunch of comics where Sonic and Sally were together, so I don't give two shits.
Number 18. Sally sucks because she doesn't have superpowers. She don't need superpowers. With all the skills she has on her resume, she's more useful than Sonic most of the time. And oh, in case you are new to this,
Let me,
this guy right here, he's called Batman. Please do explain to us how one.
yeah, she's yeah, in a sense, yeah, she's like Batman. The fact that she doesn't have powers, but she makes up for that in her athletic and martial arts ability, and her strategic planning. What does Amy do? Like, literally, ask me that question. What does Amy do other than swing her goddamn Pico Pico hammer whenever she gets angry? She doesn't do anything other than that. She doesn't try to do anything other than that. Because Sonic is the whole crux of her world. And without Sonic, I bet you, and I know this is morbid as hell, but she'd kill herself. Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. She would probably kill herself if Sonic died or Sonic left somewhere. And you all know that to be true. She needs Sonic in her life. And if she didn't have Sonic, she could possibly go to Shadow. But I doubt that because I really feel like Shadow would probably get with Amy, but it's kind of like a Highlander sort of deal or a Time Lord sort of deal since he's kind of immortal. Yeah, they never really said that Shadow was immortal, but you can kind of think that you can kind of say that he kind of is. But I'll talk about that in another
One of the most
video.
iconic superheroes of all time sucks because he doesn't have superpowers. Number 17. Sally is a slut. She cheated on Sonic.
Who? Okay, let me talk about Monkey Khan. Sonic and Sally were already broken up at that point, and it wasn't really cheating if they broke up. Like a certain stoner once said, "Hey, it ain't cheating. Justice blew up." It's Jay on the Bob, motherfuckers. I don't know why I referenced it, but I needed to because y'all motherfuckers.
Besides Sonic, Sally has only had two other relationships. Sally and Jeffrey had a brief relationship during the period where Sonic was presumed dead. This relationship fell apart because Sally still had feelings for Sonic. Sally and Monkey Kong's relationship take place after her and Sonic break up.
During
Once
this,
again,
after the
she can't
slap,
hold a steady relationship with anybody else but Sonic. Oh, once again, everything is Sally's
and
fault.
he, and even old Jeffrey Saint Dickbag hated it. Oh yeah, I remember that little tidbit. That was fun. I already hated Jeffrey back in the day, and even knowing what his backstory was back then, it still didn't justify every time he was an asshole to me. Never did. It never did. And I'll always say that yeah, Jeffrey is kind of a tragic character, but at the same time, he's kind of a dick. And I enjoyed every little moment of his like facial expressions as I turned the page. Yeah, I kind of want to drink you guys' tears. That's how fucking full of hate that's how fucking full of actual chaotic hate I feel towards some of these Son Amy fans. Like, if Sally ever came official in the games, I would laugh my ass off because now you guys would have to deal with her, and there's nothing you guys could have done about it. And I know Sega would never bend and break to you guys. They're like the one developers I actually respect because they don't do that. Shiitake Haki, what? Oh, sorry. I'm like wondering where my phone is at. So, let's keep going.
Dare she have other relationships away from Bonehead Sonic? Let's just forget about the fact that he dated damn near every girl on the block, and the fact he stole one of them from his best friend. Number 16.
I'm gonna say this right now, Jawbreaker. I'm gonna say this one thing. Fiona was never really Tails' to begin with, and she didn't really have any kind of interest in him either. We all know this. I know it sucks, but it's the truth too.
Voice was annoying. The hell of it was, biased and stupid is no way to walk through life, folks. While characters like Sonic and Antoine had an out-of-place voice, Sally had one of the
To me, Sonic had an okay
best
voice.
and possibly the sexiest voice in the show. Also, did you not know who her voice
I will not admit that Sally's voice was sexy, but let's just say, little kid, little kid Bugsy had a little crush on Sally, and then teenage Bugsy just kind of thought she was hot. Hormones, folks. Hormones are a bitch. Remember that. Hormones are a bitch.
actress was? It was Kat Sophie, the same woman who voiced both Lola Bunny and Fifi LaFune, as well as numerous other popular cartoon characters.
I had a crush
There's
on
some
Fifi
things you
too,
simply just
to
don't
be
do,
honest.
and
Little
you
kid
don't
Bugsy
diss
did.
Sophie. Number 15. Sally is a bitch for being mean to Amy. Remember how I was
Again,
talking about how
where? Where? Other than the freaking... Because you guys will say this. Because she wanted to be a freedom fighter and Sally wouldn't let her. Sally wouldn't let her because she thought it was too dangerous. You motherfuckers. I don't even know what to say about that last one. Because before the continuity changed, you know what Amy said to Sally? Like, Sally was like, you only want to get rid of me because you can finally have Sonic all to yourself. And she's like, no, Sally, we're friends. And I was like, huh. See, I knew that. But I knew that because I know Amy, if written well, is not a bitch. Y'all make her into that. Y'all made me hate Amy. And some of you pedo assholes out there made me want to smack you in the back of the head, and probably hang you by your fucking belt. But enough talk of Paul and Amy. Oh, trust me, one of these days, if like he ever becomes relevant, I will talk about it. I will talk about it, but I'm gonna make it known right now. People like that do not speak for us as a fandom. People like those people are sick. They have a fucking sickness, and they should fucking either get some help or be killed. Because if you're a pedophile, to me, you deserve to die. You deserve to die. Straight up.
your generation of Sonic fans are kind of uneducated. This is an example. In what shape or form has Sally ever been mean to Amy? Let's set this straight. Sally was not being mean to Amy. She was concerned for her safety. At this point in time, not only was Amy very young, she also had no experience in battle.
And let me tell you something else. You may say, "Oh, but Bugsy, Sonic and Sally and the others were young when they became freedom fighters." Yes, but because they didn't have a choice, it was either hide or let Robotnik win or fight. So they actually had a chance. And Amy just wanted to be a freedom fighter because of Sonic. But you all love Amy because of how bratty she is. I mean, before the continuity shifted, I hate saying that, but that's how it is. She was a better person, and I'm like, why? Why Sega of America? Why Sega Japan? Why does she have to be such a little? Why does she have to be such a little bitch and everything else? But in the comic book, she's actually good. She's actually tolerable. I actually was rooting for her at many points because she got to be mature. And the Amy that we have in the games isn't mature. And the one in Sonic X, fuck. It's just everything I hate about Amy at 11. The only Amy I like is Sonic Boom Amy because that Amy actually thinks.
And no, Tails is not above the rules either.
Tails wasn't above the rules. They couldn't bring him on. I miss I miss this. God dang, this makes me cry.
The Archie comic where Sally and Sonic are wetting each other while Amy's on her knees crying is the most fucked up thing in the world. Now, while this comic is only
Where,
directed
where,
at Archie
where,
and
where,
Sally,
where?
it's also another
this was a this was a comic about Antoine and Bunny Rabbit getting married. Forgive me for um, quoting Big Lebowski, but what the fuck does this have to do with Vietnam? As in, what the fuck does this have to do with Amy crying? She's crying because Antoine and Bunny are getting married. That's something a normal person does when someone gets married. They cry because they're overcome with emotion. God, some people just don't fucking get it. Yeah, I'm like, I want to beat you with my fucking glue stick. And no, for once I'm not talking about my dick. When you look at this cover and you'll start to see most of this shit will make sense with you. Wake up, I'm going to fucking hit you with this stick. So you actually get to think. Beat you with the stick. Hit you with the clue. You guys are fucking idiots. That's why you guys listen to lip shit. That's why your parents listen to lip shit. Wake up, it's me, it's you. Gonna hit you with the clue.
over the top angry comic from an Amy fan with an obsession with seeing Sonic with Amy. But yes, I will agree. Archie used Amy as a device here to mislead people into thinking Sonic was getting married to Sally. Truth was, it was a wedding for Antoine and Bunny. Thank you for not researching.
They
Fact
never
13.
do.
Sally is shoved down our throats.
Okay, here's another thing I want to talk about. How is Sally shoved down any of your out of your throats? Tell me that. Because the only time you motherfuckers even see her is either in the comics or you're watching Sadie M. You know, and then or you're actively looking up pictures of Sonic and somehow you'll see her. No, she isn't shoved down our throats. She isn't shoved down your throats. You actively look for her. You actively look for her, and that is the truth. You motherfuckers like to call her a slut and everything under the sun, but as for her being shoved down our throats, Amy is everywhere now. Us Sonic Alley fans only can dream now of what the future could have been if Ken hadn't sued. Y'all motherfuckers. Not even Amy gets any any show in the games anymore. I mean, it's mostly just Sonic and Tails nowadays. But for all you motherfucking idiots that say Sally's getting shoved down your throats, you know which finger I'm holding up is the finger that tells me that I don't give a fuck about your actual opinion because it's stupid. You didn't even try to research it, or you didn't think. because that just proves how fucking idiotic most of these are.
She shoved down your throat. I'm still savoring. While Archie does
Yep.
give Sally a lot of time, in the comics, that's the only place she shoved down your throat. And no one put a gun to your head and said you had to read the comics either. But
No
you
one
can go.
said, "Hey motherfucker, read the Sonic comics or I'm gonna get all Kamalani on, I'm gonna get all Kamalani on your ass." And then you're like, "What the fuck does Kamalani mean?" And you're like, "Figure it out, motherfucker."
On the topic of shoving down someone's throat, this chick not only gets to appear in the comics, but she's appeared in damn near every game and every TV show since her redesign. So let me make it perfectly clear. Sally Acorn does not have time for that noise.
Yeah.
Number 12. She thinks everyone loves her. Well, that was definitely pulled out of somebody's ass.
No, let me explain to you guys. So let me see how much time I actually have still, because I will make this into a two-parter, folks. I will. I don't fucking care. I want to get this done. No, Sally doesn't think everybody loves her. She's perfectly fine knowing that not a lot of people like her. Her people love her, yeah, but not a lot of people do. Hell, there was a rebellion against her father because of Tails' parents, but I'm not going to get into that. Because his ways were dumb anyway. Like, oh my god, we should throw out the monarchy and blah, 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 blah. And that led to the council, which was a good thing, but, Tails' dad was a fucking idiot. Instead of actually just dealing with this calmly, nah, he just had to go straight to the protesting. Which caused a bigger rift between Sonic and Tails than there already was. And I'll talk about that some other time, because I'm going to be reviewing the older comics, by the way.
Yes. She really doesn't. You're getting her mixed up with her boyfriend, Sonic the Douche Hog. Sally isn't very smart. She always needs help from Nicole. As the lead.
No, she needs Nicole's help when she needs other options, when she can't think of anything. That doesn't mean that she isn't intelligent. That just means she needs a second opinion. You motherfuckers would know that because you have the brains of cream corn. And another thing, most of you younger fans don't know what a natural relationship is because all you know is the surface shit. You don't know the bottom shit. If you knew the bottom shit, you wouldn't be saying all this shit anyway. You would actually see it how we see it. Or maybe not. But, like I said, you only know the surface shit. You don't know the deep shit. You don't know the intimate shit. You'll never know that until you actually have a relationship. Such as I have so many fucking times. And, this last one though, I actually like. This last one though, I love. I love Annie with all my fucking heart. Everything that's in me. That's how much I love this woman. And I'm making a video right now because I want to talk about this, and then after this, I'm spending time with the woman I love. Because I know what a natural relationship is, while the rest of you just fantasize about freaking Amy when the better choice actually could be Sally. You would want someone that has kind of Sally's, someone that has Sally's kind of traits. Hell, and has mostly all these traits in spades.
Leader of the Nine-Hole Freedom Fighters, she's actually very smart, thank you.
I won't embarrass my girlfriend on this, but you, like the rest of you that know me, know what I was going to say, so I don't need to say anything.
I've already listed a good number of her skills already, so I'm not listing them again. You can either watch the video again or go look them up yourself. Nicole was the only real advantage the heroes had against a fully equipped Robotnik with an army of machines at his disposal. Also, please do try to go a full day with zero technology and see how that works out for you. Number 10.
They would fucking cry. I mean, so would I. But at least I'd have, at least if I can go online, I got a little thing called the Ouya.
And she's bossy. And I kid you not, this is one of the excuses for why people don't like her. Oh no, not bossy! Heaven forbid! That's like one of the worst things you can be. You're supposed to always.
She's a goddamn leader. What do you all expect her to be? Little Miss Mary Sunshine? Like your little Amy? No. I like her like this.
Rainbows and sunshine and cupcakes. Perhaps you're new here. That's what a boss does. They are bossy. They give you orders. She's leader of the
Again,
level.
none of you would know that because you never had a boss. Let's just say I got a boss, but I ain't gonna say who that is. Because because y'all probably know. Again, Bugsy motherfucking Kuro can say what I want.
Technically, she is boss. On top of the fact she's a princess, which means she's going to be queen one day. And I would fear for the future of Mobotropolis if she wasn't bossy. Number 9. Sally is furry eye candy.
Furry eye
Can I
candy.
tell a lie, Father? Sally has a lot of fans in the furry fandom. But you want to know the irony about this? For all the heat Sally got on her old attire, and just the vest and boots alone, she looked a hell of a lot more presentable than that hooker you got running around you call a family character Rouge. Number 8. She's a selfish bitch.
She's not a selfish bitch. You know who was a selfish bitch? Amy. Sonic don't even want to marry her, and yet, and probably if Sonic really does have feelings for her, he would want to take it slow, and this chick just wants to go straight on to the fucking honeymoon. Like, Sonic really doesn't know Amy outside of the, oh, she wants to marry him. Don't you think that's a little bit strange? Don't any of you think that's a little bit strange? For all you know, Amy could be like a motherfucking serial killer with a gigantic penis from the Crying Game, for all you know.
To each his own. Because I can think of another selfish bitch myself. No, seriously, people really need to think before
But
they
where
speak.
this stems from is So Long Sally. So where Sally's like, I need a consort. I need someone by my side, and I don't want you to get hurt again. That is basically the summation of her feelings. Although I do kind of agree with Sally at the same time, Sonic is a hero. And he wouldn't feel right just sitting by the sidelines while everybody gets hurt by Robotnik. I mean, yes, you could say that this was selfish. All of you can. But if I was in Sonic's shoes, I would do what is best. Not just for what I would want. We Kuros walk a road less trapped. We Kuros walk a hard road. And it doesn't matter what we're doing. It just is what it is. Again, not a lot of you know such hardships. And you should be glad that you don't. But I don't think Sonic was selfish. And I don't think Sally was wrong either. Look at her. She's basically almost drowning in her tears because the emotions that she felt while Sonic was gone. I used to not like it, but those are the most powerful emotions she had in the comic because she really wanted Sonic to be safe. And that shit nowadays makes me cry because we would never see them together again, not for real. This was the last time. This was the final time. Yeah, they were getting back together during before the Genesis arc, but you know, I went Kensued. And here we are. 3 years later, the comic's all fucked up. Sally is probably going to get with Nicole. And this, Sonic and Sally, is no more. And I feel bad. I feel bad that most of these kids that are watching SNM are going to look at these comics and be like, what happened? And Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm getting in a little bit into my feelings about this, and can you blame me? Can any of you blame me?
Because if you're calling Sally selfish, that would contradict with the fact that she's a Mary Sue, and she can't be
This is
both.
perfect,
Because Mary
Bob.
Sue's a person that allows
Sorry, I
us
need
to
to
think
speed
for
this up.
ourselves and make our own decisions. And what a better way to say fuck this blessing by allowing someone else to make your choices for you? It's not a joke. It's sad and scary as hell. Hitler was able to cause a lot of damage because dumbasses. She found out Eggman had a weapon that he was about to use in order to roboticize everyone on the planet. With time running out and nowhere else to direct a beam,
And let me
she
tell you
set it on her
this. This was the noblest sacrifice Sally could ever possibly do. And sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. But honestly, could would Amy do this? Would Amy literally put herself on the line? No, because Game Amy is too busy trying to get Sonic's dick. Sally, even though she loves Sonic, she likes to think the best for everybody. I pray you and the others come back safe and sound. She cares about everybody, and even if she was real, she'd care about you too, even though you hated her. If we were Mobians, she would care. Because that's the kind of person she is. That's the kind of person that was written. I mean, you see that in the newer ones. You do. But Sally herself hasn't had a lot of time to shine, and when she did, it's never really her alone, and kind of miss that.
location and took the blast head on, and in return, it turned her into Mecha Sally. Number 7. My friend hates her, so I hate her. This is by far one of the.
I'm like, so what if your motherfucking friend hates Sally? You're just gonna let your friend, you're gonna just let your friend dictate how you feel. So you just hate her because your friend hates her. What does that say about you as a person? You're just gonna you're gonna go along with anybody who tells you otherwise. And note in this video, I'm not telling you to love Sally. I'm not telling you to just blindly hate Sally. But if you're going to say you don't like Sally, have an actual valid reason. Don't just hate her for the sake of hating her. Don't make these bullshit reasons that these motherfuckers make just to validate their own hate. Because let me tell you something. Hate is the most easiest thing you can do as a human. Hate is what you can do. It takes far greater power within yourself to love something. That's all I gotta say. I would end on it.
Because it proves we got more Indians coming up and not enough chiefs. We don't seem to realize how blessed we are sometimes to have a willing person from somebody. People are not objects.
How did okay. Jawbreaker's right. He said people are not objects. And I agree. Sonic and Sally have been together since they were kids. Something called a childhood friend. I don't know if you guys had it. I did. Oh shit. Let me not think about Zig for a moment. Oh shit, I'm thinking about Zig again. Masakura, where are you when I need you? Right over here. You're still kind of ranting, so I'm just kind of staying away from you right now. But yeah, well, it's kind of normal for you.
Secondly, the Archie comics are based off the Saturday morning cartoon Sonic Saturn, and these right here are the original 6, the original family. And oh yeah, let's not forget to mention, Sonic and Sally make up the original Sonic couple. They were together long before the Sonic Amy bullshit was created. Also, there is a large age gap between Sonic and Amy. Amy in the
Sonic would be a pedophile, fucking, and I'm gonna take a page out of my friend Victor's book. Sonic would be fucking her up the pussy hole. Thank you, Victor. Thank you. I and I gotta tell you, Victor is the kind of person that will make you laugh on more than one occasion when you really get to know him.
12. Sonic is about 17. Amy is jailbait. Here's what kills me about you Son Amy fans. You don't seem to realize how spoiled rotten you are. Again, you get Amy in the comics. You got her in Sonic X. You get her in just about every Sonic video game to date.
Yeah, Dalbert is saying you got Amy everywhere, but we only have Sally in the comics. That's the only place she actually ever is now. You guys have it all. We're like fucking street rats at the. Son Amy fan, Son Sally fans are just like street rats trying to get any scrap we can. But it doesn't matter because as long as Sally is still alive, you motherfuckers will always hate her. And that's okay because I would never want you guys' opinion anyway. And if I ever see one comment from you guys when I do Sonic Freedom Fighters, prepare for me to cuss you out, but not just cuss you out. Hit you with logic, cuss you out, and say have a nice day.
But it's never good enough for you. And then you got every excuse in the book imaginable for why Sonic and Amy are official. And once again, let me clarify. I'm not talking to every Sonic Amy fan. I'm talking to the radicals that always want to throw a fit whenever there's a monkey
Let's
in
finish this up.
the comics. The Sonic universe has more than one canon. Secondly, Sally was created by Sega of America and is licensed by Sega of America.
Yep.
Archie purchased her for the comics, which means Sega has the final say. And if they so choose, they can snap their fingers and Sally will be right in a video game, whether she fits in or not.
And I would cry I'd cry every which way at once. I swear to God, if I see Sally in Project 2017, I am gonna cry. And if that freaking title says Sonic Freedom Fighters, I am seriously gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna fall to the ground, drop to my knees, and say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Someone at Sega actually cared. Thank you. I want to just say thank you. I would just be like, thank you. I'd be so goddamn eternally grateful for that. You don't even know. And Sega would probably be on my top of my list more than Nintendo is when it comes to fan stuff. She's a Mary Sue.
In order to get a full understanding of the definition.
A Mary Sue is someone that's perfect no matter what. They always know the right thing to do. They always know what to say. They always have the way out of a situation. They always have the Deus Ex Machina power. They always have no discernible flaws. That's what a Mary Sue is. And Sally has flaws. She isn't a perfect person. I mean, the slap pretty much proves that she's human. She's like, when you take off the leadership of the Freedom Fighters, when you take off the fact that she's a princess, she's still a lady. A lady that got hurt. A lady that got hurt that Sonic died. Well, didn't really die, but she felt hurt. And the slap is just all those emotions coming out at once. Full speed. Sonic reacted the way I know he would. Saying that I can't. And even Sonic shedded a tear when he said, no, Sal, I can't. He shedded a tear, guys. He knew it hurt him inside just to say it. Just to say those words to Sally. It hurt. But none of you assholes care about that. None of you even looked at that. All you saw was Sonic getting slapped like a bitch. Not the fact that two people who loved each other so much had to really just part ways. And Sonic was hurting after that. Sally, even though she didn't show it, was hurting after that. And Sally tried to get with Khan to kind of make that pain go away. But the thing was, they loved each other. They were soulmates. They had one each other. They had each other's back. They cared about each other. They raised each other up when they needed it. And they loved each other. Does Amy have any of that? Tell me, does Amy have any of those fucking things? No, because at the end of the day, she's just a whiny little fangirl that never's gonna get her way in the games. And Sonic X is the stretch. Okay, I can probably buy that Sonic probably has feelings for Amy, but if Sally was in that series, ooh, he'd probably be with Sally. I'll just say that now. And I'll hold my peace. Because you know what? Bugsy just dropped the motherfucking mic in the motherfucking bass. See you guys. So, fuck every one of you irrational Son Amy fans. And for the rest of us Son Alley fans, have hope. That's all we got. And we can't give this up. As much as I would say I don't care, I still don't. I don't care if Sonic gets with Sally. I care. This pairing means a lot to a lot of people. And whether you Son Amy fans even notice it, it's the truth. And yes, we get a little defensive like you guys, when you guys say like, Amy is better, Amy is this and that. You know, we'll get defensive. But unlike you guys, we'll actually tell you facts and things you need to know. We're not idiots with our dicks flopping in the wind. We're not people that get off on Sally. Some do, some don't. We're people that love this pairing to death. And this was around when we were kids, folks. So we hold a special place in our hearts for it. And whether you Son Amy fans don't see it, whether you Son Amy fans see that, it's irrelevant. Because it matters how we feel. Just as much as it matters how you feel. And I'm not saying I hate Amy. There are things about Amy I actually do like, but they'll never freaking bring it to the surface because Sonic will always be the center of our world. Nothing else matters to Amy other than Sonic. And that's how she'll always be. In my show, she's gonna be different. She's gonna be better. But as it stands now, guess it don't matter. I'll see you guys later. I'm Bugsy, a Son Alley fan, and I'm goddamn proud of it. And any of you Son Amy fan brats, I don't even care what you guys say to me. Fuck every single irrational, illogical one of you, because you hate Sally just because Amy couldn't get there first. And the thing was, she wasn't created first, and it hurts you. It hurts you inside that that's not the truth. You hurt. You hurt because of it. And that's why you'll do anything in your power, anything that you have to just besmirch Sally because you just want the stalker to get with the hero. That's why. And yeah, I got a little emotional. But unlike certain someones that have Gohan in their username, I'm actually more clear. And you know what? I'm about done. See you guys, I'm Bugsy, and I'm signing out. Peace and good night.